How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today is another PSA submission video. This is probably like, I don't know, probably like number 8 at this point. As usual, 100 cards. This is going to be another old back sub. This is the last of the ones that I had kind of like pre-assembled from like about a month ago. So after this, I'm going to have to start doing some picking again and putting together. But this will go out tomorrow, and I'm actually going to send it out with another one. I'm going to double up this week. So 200 cards will be going out this week. But yeah, as always, we'll go through this. I won't go too quite as in-depth on stuff because the stuff will be coming back at some point. But yeah, let's jump into it. First up, we have Quillfish from the Totodile half deck. If you aren't aware, this is Japanese exclusive from this Neo half deck or quarter deck or whatever you want to call it. I know it's Quillfish, but it is kind of like a cool looking card in my opinion, so I don't know. We have Magneton, Lieutenant Surge's Magneton from Jim. Magneton got a million hollows back in the early stages of Pokemon for unknown reasons. And again, Dark Magneton, Rocket. Great looking card as far as the hollow goes, and then like you have this creepy shadow in the background. But again, I don't know why Magneton got so many hollows. We have Light Lantern from Neo 4 Destiny. Happiest boy. This is the, what is it? It's like a premium file or some sort of like file that this came in like a cellophane sleeve with like a file and something else, and then the card came in it. Pretty common old back promo for the most part, but definitely tough to find in mint condition. I've probably bought like over 100 of these in my lifetime, and I would say like a literal handful like have been worth grading, and this being one of them. So I mean that says a lot. We have awesome Kamiya artwork, Voltorb from Venning, or no, excuse me, this isn't the Venning version. This is the no rarity symbol, quick starter gift set version, non-glossy. But take a look back here. This is an awesome artwork. You got Electabuzz hanging off the power line back there. I don't know if him and Voltorb are up to no good or what's going on, but they're partying. Yeah, there's a good one there too, huh? We have the Nadawake birthday Pikachu. My opinion, better than the regular birthday Pikachu. I do have both of them in my collection, but I do definitely prefer this one. We have Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu. This is no rarity, so this is his deck, which is, Gurren is Blaine, Hanada. Yeah, Hanada is Misty's, Yamabuki's Sabrina's, and what is Surge's? Well, I'm not going to remember that one. And before we sit here for an hour, we'll move on. But just know it's from Lieutenant Surge's deck. We have Neo 1 Genesis Pikachu. Jungle Jolteon, always a favorite. Love this card. I think this is Miracle Energy. This is from Neo 4 Destiny. And followed up with, nice roll on this one, Rainbow Energy from Rocket Gang. Ooh, this is like one of those extra rule cards, and I can't remember which one this one is. I don't know. They're rock paper scissoring. I know that isn't what the card's called, but something. It's something. Just know it's something. I have this one marked because there's 2 versions of this. There's, I forget what the first one is, and then this is like supposed to be a special one. They've told me numerous times it has to do with the way that the card was peeled. The one from the fan book, this one is like peeled in the opposite direction. So like the peel flares backwards, where if it was from the other one that's more common, it flares forward, or it's something along that. Honestly, it's so minuscule, but I was told about it. I realized I had the fan book version, so I'm going to submit it as such. Not a big fan personally for me. Anything I have to sit here and figure out what it is, like, I don't know, man. Like, that just doesn't do much for me. But for somebody, it will. So, more power to them. We have Giovanni from Jim. Nice hollow. I always like the green in this one. I thought it was a pretty emerald. Not such a pretty character, but pretty emerald green. We have none other than Double Colorless Energy. This is from the Bulbasaur deck. Got the stamp down the bottom. We have Raichu, Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. Again, this is from his deck. Man, it's going to drive me insane. I really should have my mouse over here so I can look it up, but I do not. Yep, can't remember. Just going to pass on it. We have Raichu from Fossil. Fantastic holo. Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. This one from Jim. This one's got a... You can pretty much see, because of the way that it is, that it has a lot of holo bleed going on here. You can see it showing through. This is pretty common. A lot of people think it's not, but it's actually pretty common on just about all old back cards. They'll typically have like a little bit of holo bleed. Like sometimes it's not noticeable at all. Sometimes it's very noticeable. Sometimes it's to the point where like literally the whole card shimmers. I've had a few like that. Those seem to be a little rarer, but for the most part, it's I wouldn't call it rare for an old back card to have holo bleed. And if you're wondering what I mean by old back, this is an old back. And I don't know if I have any yet back. This is a new back. See the difference. Next up, we have Raichu, base set. He's got a nice swirler. It's kind of between his legs, a little strange placement. He's getting megged by it, but it is what it is. We have Zapdos from ANA Airlines. Fantastic card. Promo. Awesomeness. Zapdos from base. Rockets Zapdos. I think this is Neo 2 Gym Challenge. We have Lieutenant Surge's Pikachu, and again, this is from his deck. Man, I really screwed myself on this one, huh? Yeah. Don't know where that is, but somebody out there is going to know. Somebody out there is going to know what Lieutenant Surge's deck is in Japanese. It's just not going to be me. We have Electrode, Jungle. Looks like a nice one here. We have a lot of holo going. He's glowing. Glowing with beauty. We have Pichu. This is from the Neo Premium file. Swirl up top. It's kind of cool. Cool to see a swirl on the outside of the card rather than in the picture frame. We have Pichu. Neo 1 Genesis holo. This is the corrected version. Don't ask me what the error version is or whatever. Or is it the vice versa, or this is the error and the corrected version's more... I don't know. Like I said, some of this technical stuff, not that I don't respect it or appreciate it, but it's just not for me, and I'm not going to sit here and, like, follow it. Obviously, I'll look if there's a huge, massive, like, value gap between the two just to make sure I'm not getting, you know, slighted, but for the most part, that kind of stuff, it doesn't really interest me all that much. We have Electabuzz here, Lieutenant Surge's, this one from Jim. And again, you can kind of see the holo bleed on this. You see the dots. Darker, for whatever reason, with the holo bleed stuff, I do notice a lot of times that the borders seem to be like a little darker color as well. We have Dark Ampharos from Neo 4 Genesis. Destiny. I always like this card. He's just going ham, letting it all out. Then we have Ampharos. This one is from Neo Genesis. Definitely like the Dark Ampharos better. And what luck. More Magnetons. We have Magneton from Fossil. And then we have Magneton from base. Again, man, dude, like, was it our Magneton in every set? Might have been, just about. Awesome Wooper, Coral promo here. One Wooper, two Wooper. Both the same phase, might be the same drawing. Is this Sugimori, most likely. We have Squirtle from base. Dark War Turtle Rocket. We have for Alligator, this is from the premium file. Easiest way, since they both have the Genesis symbol, just quick take a glance, no rarity, is premium file. Nice swirl on this guy. We have, yeah, right there's behind it. Right there behind it is that one. We have the Genesis version, and again, rarity symbol, no rarity symbol. Nice one here as well, Japanese exclusive. We have Totodile from the Neo VHS deck, or not Neo VHS deck, Neo intro deck. I don't know. Well, the Bulbasaur Squirtle one is VHS. This one is, I guess, just intro. I do understand why the first one's called VHS, because I literally have an opened one, and it does come with a VHS date, which is kind of wild. But I don't know. I always just think of this as the same deal, because they pretty much did the same exact thing, just for Neo instead of Squirtle and Bulbasaur from Gen 1. So, yeah. Useless information you'll ever use, but you heard it here. We have Kabutops, Neo 2, Discovery. I always thought this one was really great. Kabutops doesn't get a ton of love, but this is definitely probably one of his best cards. I don't even know if this artist still illustrates, but man, absolutely fantastic. Would love to see them make a return if they don't. We have Dark Gyarados, Rocket Gang, Misty's Gyarados. Always love this one. We have Magikarp, and as you can see by my terrible handwriting, this is no rarity. I do this kind of stuff just to, like, not that when I see this, like, I wouldn't be like, why am I, well, I guess I'd grade a Magikarp even if it wasn't a rarity. But, yeah, so basically just to say, hey, like, no rarity, that's what this is. Make sure you put that in when you input this into your submission. We have Kingdra, Neo 1, Genesis, and looks like we also have a Poliwag here. Poliwag, no rarity, base. We have Light Piloswine here, Neo 4, God, I keep saying Genesis. Man, I'm off tonight. I was going to say Discovery. Destiny. Yeesh. Tough times. We have Tentacruel from Southern Islands. Always like this card. I think a lot of people buy this just for the Dragonite in the background. I'm not going to lie. Because, not that it's not a good card regardless, but, I mean, that just makes it. It's just like, why is there not a Tentacruel in the background, and why is this not a Dragonite card? Would have been pretty sweet, but is what it is. We have Aerodactyl from Fossil. And then we have Aerodactyl from Neo 3 Revelation. Awesome swirl on this one. What's going on at the top of that? What's he doing? What's going on? Oh, it's just a cloud. I'm losing my mind. Rare error card. All right, next up, the happiest Machamp you'll ever see. We have Light Machamp, Neo 4 Destiny. Who's this? Miki Tanaka. We have Dark Machamp from Rocket Gang. Very sinister. Not really a big fan of that card, though. It's just very, I don't know. Machamp gets a lot of dull cards, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. We have Dark Tyranitar, Neo 4. Larvitar from Neo 4. Graveler from Vending. This is kind of like an interesting idea of Graveler here. I really don't know what's going on. Hikaru Koiki, no idea who that is. Is he on a space shuttle? Is he breaking free? Like, what's happening here? Like, it looks like a Star Wars scene with a Graveler in it for me personally. I don't know what's happening here. But, I mean, interesting card. I won't say it's a great card, but it's definitely an interesting card from Vending. We have Machamp. Yeah, Machamp. Gosh, man, I'm losing it. Hitmonchan. Here we go. Hitmonchan from base. Nice swirl on this one. I don't know. Old back stuff. It's not for everybody. Some people like it. Some people love it. Some people despise it and think the newer gen stuff is way better. And, I mean, obviously you can see how good some of the new stuff sells, so it must be pretty decent. But we have Dark Donphan. Yeah, Dinfan. Dark Donphan here from Neo 4 Destiny. Looks like I'm going to probably not get a 10 on this one because of that up top there. Probably missed that. Doesn't matter. It's still better than a 9 than it is a 10. It'll probably come back like an 8 now. We have Sudowoodo. This is from the premium file as well. Again, no rarity symbol. And we have the Entei from the premium file as well. Nice swirl, crazy hollow on this one. I think this was kind of like an underrated looking card just because of the simple fact I think it was printed so much, especially in English. We have Arcanine, CD promo. Also, you could call this the Toyota promo. However, there's, in my experience, zero way to determine whether this is the Toyota promo or the CD promo unless you literally had the pamphlet, the Toyota pamphlet that this would have came in. There's also a Pikachu. The Pikachu you can differentiate because of the way that the Pikachu is compared to... I don't think there's a replica, or maybe there is. But regardless, there's a way to distinguish the Pikachu. We have Moltres here from Fossil. Moltres from ANA Airlines, just like the Zapdos I showed earlier. We have Dark Typhlosion, Neo 4 Destiny. We have Typhlosion from the premium file. Ooh, losing some cards here. We have Bulbasaur from base set. Dark Crobat, Neo 4 Destiny. Always like this artwork. I like the moon in the background. Crobat's got some interesting good teeth there, huh? We have Heracross, Neo 1 Genesis, Jumpluff, Neo 1 Genesis, and if you watched one of my returns, I messed this one up. I sent one of these in as Neo 3 Jumpluff, which is a much better one, but unfortunately that wasn't what I was grading, and yeah, put an error in the case, and it's not worth cracking and resubbing. We have a Blossom from the Info Pack. It's just Japanese exclusive artwork. Beautiful card. We have Dark Vileplume from Rocket Gang. Paris from Vending. Scyther from Jungle. Kakuna from Vending. Dark Alakazam, Rocket Gang. Sabrina's Alakazam, and this is the no rarity version from her deck, which is the Yamabuki City Gym deck. Do know that one. Don't know the Surges, but I do know that one. We have Ghastly here from Vending. Always really like this card. Thought it was good. It's kind of interesting. There's a lot of line work in this one, and when I first took a glance at this, I would have thought it was a Kasube artwork, but definitely nice. It's almost like very pastel-y. We have Mew CD promo. Gengar from Fossil, always a great card. We have Wobbuffet, Neo 2 Discovery. Say it every time I see his card, but you got this little worm guy down there, and I'm still confused as to what or who that is. If anybody knows, you let me know. Let me know in the comments. We have Mischievous, Neo 3 Revelation. Unknown R from its Core magazine promo. We have Mewtwo. I believe this is just the Vending promo. Could be wrong. Maybe this is a CD. I don't know. There's like so many Mewtwo's they did from this era where like he's literally like either facing the other direction or doing like almost the same thing. Like they look like such close looking cards that it's hard to distinguish without like seeing if you don't see them all the time. We have Mew from Fossil. Hypno from Fossil. Dark Hypno. Rocket Gang. Always thought this was a great card as well. Light Dragonite. Also a fantastic card. Beautiful Nishida artwork. Erica's Dragonair from Gym. Eevee from Vending. Always thought this was a really nice one. Ditto from Gym. Koga's Ditto to be exact. Ditto from Fossil. We have Giovanni's Persian. It's actually a really nice swirl on this one. I don't know, like, it's weird. It almost looks like he's, like, surrounded by cracked marble or something, but I think these are supposed to be vines. Definitely interesting. We have the Something's Chansey. I guess you were supposed to be able to fill your name in here. This is the White Star, or White Diamond Rare, or whatever you want to call it, from the packs. I think this is Japanese exclusive artwork as well, which is kind of cool. Could be wrong on that as well. We have Jungle Pidgeot. I've said it before, but I really like the way that Pidgeot was represented like early on rather than how Pidgeot's kind of represented nowadays. Like this is like a much more detailed, like more vibrant color like look, whereas now it's kind of like a more like just basic like CGI drawn like image typically when you see a Pidgeot. But some of the newer artwork might be better. I haven't seen many cards from that, a Pidgeot, but maybe there aren't any either. I don't know. We have Cool Porygon, not just any, but Cool Porygon here. CD promo? Maybe. I know a lot of you are cringing, but it's alright. You'll be fine. We have Togetic here from Neo 1 Genesis. Nice swirl on this hollow. Houndoom Neo 2 Discovery. Also nice swirl on this guy. It's interesting, I talked about it with the Pidgeot, but how there's so many different, like each artist seems to have their own, not each artist I shouldn't say, but there's a lot of artists that have their own unique take on Houndoom. And of the other Houndoom artworks, this is probably my least favorite from Neo. There's like 3, I believe. Yeah, Neo 2, 3, and 4 all have one, and this is probably my least favorite. I don't know what it is about it. It reminds me of like a jester or something with the long like accented horns. I don't know if the other ones have that, like they're exaggerated that much or not, but I don't know. I just not a big fan of this representation. It also has kind of like a goofy face. I'd much rather prefer the Neo 3 version. We have Tyranitar from Neo 2 Discovery. Dark Scizor Neo 4 Destiny. Ooh, nice hair there. We have Scizor, Neo. Well, it's not Neo. It's a Koro. I believe this is a Koro promo. I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's a Koro promo from back then. It's interesting. I'm like looking at the top here. I feel like that wording is very close to the line. Is that normal, or am I just losing my mind? Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I don't know why I just noticed it more on this one. Yeah, I'm an idiot. We have Fortress. Oh, we're raising again. It's your boy. Checking you out. Neo 2, Discovery, Fortress. We have Neo... No, this is not Neo 30. This is from the Neo Premium file. Neo Premium file, Skarmory. This is a Kusube artwork. You can kind of see what I was talking about with that Ghastly. Kusube always does this crazy line work. It's fantastic. And to finish this one off, we have Skarmory from Neo 1 Genesis. But, yeah, guys, that's about does it for this one. 100 card old back sub. This will be going in tomorrow, along with the last new back sub that I showed. Whether these come back together, I don't know. I don't know what PSA is doing right now. I have so many subs in grading that just don't want to move. Meanwhile, when something does finally move, it seems like it finishes in like 4 days to like a week. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're finally getting more of a backlog now or what exactly is going on, but they're definitely, in my personal opinion, slowing down a tad right now. But yeah, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you.